Memories of Great Khali.
I love him and hate him. I hate him because he would just... I love him and hate him for the same reason, actually. Because he didn't care. He was there. He was making a lot of money. And he knew he didn't have to do anything. He was such a diva when it came to working matches out. Like, people hated it at times because he... maybe no bump tonight. He would try to tell Fit, maybe one bump. Fit would look at me and goes, it'll be more. He'd make him work. And man, it was Fit. There was one night where Fit got him. And it was like the Flintstone cartoons. He had him with the Flintstone cartoons where it was like, yeah, Vince. The time when he hit Vince with it, when he saved me from getting attacked by Vince, like the Kiss My Ass Club, and he hit Vince with the shillelagh. It was like the Flintstone thing. And we get to the back and Fit goes, "Ha! I think I got him with that one." I go, "You hit him?" He goes, "Yeah, I think so." I go, "Oh shit." Vince loved it though, because it was real.
Yeah.
Loved it.
What was he like to deal with outside during?
You were on his time. All the time you were on Khali time. Again, he knew why he was there. And he knew the check was going to come.
Yeah.
That's what he cared about. But he was a nice guy. I'll never say he was a dick by any means. He was always a nice guy.
You got to work with him too at SummerSlam too, so.
Survivor Series.
Was it Survivor Series, not SummerSlam? Okay.
He's Shaq. Shaq was at Survivor Series.
And then you were eventually reunited again with Finley. Were you happy about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never took a lot of time away from him, but it was like a security blanket, you know? It was whenever I was away from him, or like when he wasn't with the company for a little while, felt like I wasn't protected. Like I had to fend for myself, and I didn't like that because no one was going to bat for me.
Right.
Fit always went to bat for me. Throughout my whole career, Fit always went to bat for me.
You got to do segments with Hogan and Vince over the course of the storyline. What was the wrestling fan inside you thinking as all this was going on? Were you marking out?
Again, I got to main event Raw 4 or 5 times with the Vince angle.
Yeah.
It was insane. I got the Raw, the 15th anniversary or whatever, 10th or whatever, the big Raw that year. I was on 4 segments. I opened the show. I did a backstage. I did the match with Khali when Hogan came out. And I closed it with the Austin Beer Bash.
It's crazy.
What the fuck? Like, how?
Did you go back to your hotel at night and be like, "Oh, I can't sleep"?
No, it wasn't that.
Right.
I was on a high, and I was like, okay. But I knew we had to go to SmackDown the next day. So it was one of those, all right, this will be back to normal tomorrow. But it was so crazy to me. It was, so the Hogan thing, I've told the story a ton of times, but I said, I'm doing a pose down. The writer trusts me. You're going to do a pose down with Hogan after he saves you. Great. I pose down and rip the shirt. He goes, I don't think so. I said, what? And I was gaining weight at the time. So I was like, but fuck it. It's Hogan.
Right.
I'm going to rip my goddamn shirt and do a pose down with him. He goes, let me check. Comes back a little while later. Hulk says, no shirt. I go,
What a steal is he?
no. I walk up to him. I meet him for the first time.
Right.
And he's in this Under Armour like cut off, and it's like he's must be feeling kind of old today. So the little piece of me died there because I wanted to rip and I still thought about it. I was like, I should do it anyways. I should rip mine just to pop myself, but I didn't because I was very walking the line. I never strayed too far. But he was great to work with.
Memories of working with Vince in the cage match on Monday Night Raw. And who called the match?
The writers. The writers kind of told us what we're going to do, and Vince said, hey, this is what's going to happen. I remember him saying, you're going to get beat up tonight.
Vince said that too.
Yeah, he goes, you're going to get beat up tonight, but it's going to be all for the right reasons. He goes, we're going to take care of you. Promise you that. It was great. It was main event of Raw. He whipped the shit out of me with that belt, but it made for good TV. JBL was awesome to work with. It was one of those things where I was like, I'm getting beat up by him. Shit. But he took care of me. He took great care of me.
Who was stiffer with the belt shots, Vince or JBL?
JBL gave me a kick that I felt. I'm pretty sure he gave me a kick or something. But the belts sucked because it was like just whipping you. It's right in my ass, like right on the ass cheek too. It is perfect.
Right. So after the cage match with Vince, and you go backstage, and the gorilla, Vince come up to you and say, "Good job." I mean, yeah.
And you made sure I was okay. And JBL did too, which was awesome. Fit obviously rushed right to me because he carried me to the back, but then he made sure I was safe and all that. And that was great. I was fine.
How did you feel about the twist where Finlay actually revealed during all this time that he was really your father in the storyline?
So I didn't know where they were going with the Vince son storyline, and then Fit tells me like a month before, yeah, I think we're going this way with it. I go, okay. He goes, yeah, but it's going to lead up to Mania,
which is Mania 24.
Yeah. And so I'm like, awesome. Gets us together, keeps us together. I wish it could have lasted a little longer, because I feel like the Vince thing could have lasted even longer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it did its job.
So Mania 24, it's Finlay versus JBL, and you're involved in that a little bit. Memories of working Mania 24?
So all I wanted to do, because it was Orlando, was plan a vacation with me and my buddies to Disney World.
Right.
For the whole week. You're not going to be there. What do you mean I'm not going to be there? You're coming in the day off. Canceled. Literally, I booked myself, canceled all my plans. And then I found out Flair was going to be in Hall of Fame. I was pissed about that. I was like,
why didn't you go in early?
Huh?
Why didn't you go in early yourself?
Because they wanted to hide me.
Oh.
They wanted the Mania. They wanted me coming out at Mania to be the big reveal.
Right.
I didn't go in. I flew in Saturday night at like 11 o'clock at night.
Jeez.
So all the fans and everyone no one was at the hotel really.
Right.
They were all at the Hall of Fame or something. So I just kind of snuck in the back door and right up to my room.
After Mania, WWE drafted you and Finlay to WWE ECW brand.
Mm-hmm.
Were you excited about this, or was this a demotion in your eyes?
I never saw it as a demotion. Again, Fitz said, I think we're going there. I said, okay. He goes, but we're going together. Great. As long as I got you.
What was the difference working ECW versus the other brands?
Nothing. I mean, Tuesdays we taped both SmackDown and ECW, so it was the exact same day. So we worked different guys. That's all it was.
Now you were going back to Raw after that, after working ECW, and you're back on your own. The relationship with you and Finlay pretty much ended on camera. Were you worried at that point to be back on your own?
Completely. That scared me the most. The idea was to have me with Sheamus, the debuting Sheamus on Raw, but then that didn't happen. So now I'm like, what am I doing, guys? Why did you move me?
What was the idea to do with you and Sheamus?
Just me manage Sheamus.
Okay.
And I said, what am I going to do if we're not going to do that? Well, we don't know. So it's kind of one of those, all right, so I'm just left high and dry here. What do I do? And there was a lot of nothing.
Memories of feud with Chavo Guerrero. What was it like working with Chavo?
So much fun. We were doing guest hosting at the time. So after the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, which I was involved with every guest host, it was one of those, now I know I'm going to be involved with every guest host every week. It's great. I got stuff signed by them. I got pictures with every one of them. It was awesome. Like it was so much fun. And I knew I was going to be on Raw every week. Whether it's 3 minutes or 2 segments or a backstage, I knew I was going to do something. But Chavo was great to work with. He was so much fun to work with.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.